Hello, hello, hello. I see Dawn's here. Hi, Dawn. Mary Lou. Mary Lou. She always has to work during our lives. Mary Lou. Michelle's here and Dawn's here and Jennifer. Hello, hello. Happy New Year to all of you as well. Yes. So I have my big pile of sweater here on my table. And today we're going to talk ribbing. Yes, we are. Ooh, look at that. That pulled right out. So I went shopping the other day. I hit my Joann's and my Michael's, and I was looking for a color to match this. Hello, Sherry, and hello, Brenda. Howdy, howdy. So I went hunting for a color. And originally I thought I was going to go for either a dark blue like this, or the denim color. I didn't find any denim or dark blue that I really liked, but I did find that puppy right there. Look at that. I think that is stunning. I think it matches this dark purpley color here. You never know. There are so many different blues and purples out there in the world, you guys. Ooh. So, and I did not think I was going to end up with Caron Simply Soft, but that's what I have is a Caron Simply Soft. I think it's going to be fantastic. I think I'm going to love it. So we're going to do some ribbing today. Ribbing. Yes, we are. I'm going to start with a sleeve because that's going to be the easiest. I should have wove in my end here, but I didn't. So we're going to start with a sleeve. And we're going to do some ribbing. So I just tried this on, and I kind of have an idea how much longer I want my sleeve to be. Hello, Emma. I don't even really need it to be a whole inch longer, but somewhere between 3/4 of an inch to an inch. So when I add my ribbing, I'm going to keep that in mind, and I'm going to measure when I start my ribbing. Okay. Now, ribbing. I have done ribbing. It's not difficult. It does take some time. It does take time because we're making our stitches go up and down and up and down and up and down, up and down, up and down, all the way around the sleeve or down the front or around the bottom or wherever you are adding ribbing. Okay. So let me show you how we're going to start this. I'm just going to jump right in so I can get things done because I want this sweater. I want it done, right? So I'm going to start. First of all, I did this with a 6mm hook. I've gone down a hook size for my ribbing. I went down a whole hook size, okay? So I have my 5mm here. And we're going to start. I'm going to make a slip stitch here, maybe. I am putting that on my hook here. Okay. I'm going to start by making a nice edge here. I want a nice edge to put my ribbing into. So I'm going to go around and I'm going to do single crochets all the way around. Actually, I'm going to crochet that puppy right in there, that old tail. I'm going to just crochet it right in there. So we're going to go around and we're just going to do a round of single crochets. Okay. And I'm not in the right stitch. Hang on. I missed the first stitch. I got to go over here. It's before my knot. Got to go right in this one. Come on, get in there. Okay, so it's the first stitch of my cluster. I'm just starting with a standing single crochet. So there's 1, and there's 2, and there's 3. Now remember that we have a single crochet between each of our clusters. So we have to add a single crochet in between each of the clusters as well. Hello, Lydia. Mushroom hats. Oh, Emma, find me a pattern for a mushroom hat. I'm telling you what, when I was at Joann's, it's going to come up in my next vlog video that I do. The mushrooms are out there. They are out there. People are loving mushrooms. So I found a couple of mushroom patterns. And then I got a, what did I get? Mary Maxim yesterday. I got a Mary Maxim catalog on the very first page. Amigurumi mushrooms. I'm telling you, mushrooms. It's going to be a thing. I've been watching some other creators talk about their trends, their predictions for trends for 2025. I have not heard anybody talk about mushrooms per se, but I'm putting it out there. Hello, Kathy. I'm putting it out there. I think mushrooms is going to be a thing. I'm going to make some. All right. I'm still just doing a single crochet all the way around. Nothing too exciting here, folks. Nothing too exciting. Just give me a nice edge to work with. Okay. I don't know what else will be hot. I've heard all kinds of people, all kinds of interesting ideas people have. The one lady, I really liked her ideas because she goes to the sources. She was looking at interior design. She was looking at makeup people. I mean, she did a lot of research to come up with her predictions. So I know I'm going to have a good year crocheting. It's going to be fun, right? And keep in mind, that's for the whole year. It's not stuff I'm going to do like next month. I got a whole year to work on some of those things I want to do. I don't think it's too much. I think it seemed reasonable. And of course, that leaves me room to do other things as well. You never know what's going to pop up throughout the year that you want to work on. There's always going to be a new pattern out there that you go, oh, I love that. I have to do one of those, right? It's always going to happen. Okay, I am back around and I am going to join to that first single crochet with a slip stitch. Now, see, I got a nice, even little cuff going on there. I love it. Okay, now to do this ribbing, this is where you can make it whatever you want. I am going to measure, and I'm going to make mine somewhere between a half an inch, 3/4 of an inch, no more than an inch. An inch, I think, would be too much. So I am going to chain until I get to a height I want my ribbing. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and let's measure. Let's see what 6 gets us. I'm gonna keep measuring here until I get what I like. Okay, that's what I like about some of these crochet things. You can really customize them to be what you want. Oh, that is longer than I thought. That's an inch right there. It's more than an inch. Okay. Hang on, let's turn it and lay it down nicely. It's going to be a little shorter than this. All right. I'm going to go with 6. And I'm going to try this for a little bit. Okay. Now I'm going to do 5. I'm going to do 5. I don't want it that tall. All right. Now, you come back. And no, I'm going to do 6. I'm going to do 6 because you skip one. So you skip your first stitch. Skip that first stitch on your hook and come back down the chain. So I should get 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Yep, I got 5. Now, what you do next is you come down and you slip stitch into the same stitch that we started with. All right, so we slip stitch into that. See my little ribbing sticking up there. Then I slip stitch into the next stitch. Go one over. Okay, then you turn. Now here is where you start to make the rib look. We're going to skip the 2 slip stitches I made. I'm not going to use those 2 slip stitches. I'm going to skip those 2. And I'm going to go into the next stitch. Keep in mind, I want there to be 5 stitches every time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. But to make it ribbed, we go into the back loop. So in the back loop only of each of these 5 single crochets, I'm going to do a back loop single crochet. There's 3, there's 4, and there's 5. And the 5th one, I'm just going to go right into the whole stitch. instead of just the back loop. Okay? Now I've got 2 rows, one up and one back down. So now we turn our work again. Turn our work, do a chain, and then start working back down in the back loop, always back loop. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. If I can find that back loop, we'll be good. There it is, 5. Now, slip stitch back into, do I go into the next one or the same one? I think I go into the next one. Let's see. I go into the next or the same. Maybe it's the same. I just watched a quick reminder video. I haven't done ribbing in a while. Just watched a quick short little reminder video. Let's see. Go back into the same stitch, and then the next stitch. Okay, there we go. Now turn our work again and we go back up. Skip those 2 slip stitches. So the loop right next to your hook, you skip that and you skip the next one because that's also a slip stitch. Okay. Remember, always work in the back loops, and that gives us that little ridge. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to put it right in the top of the last single crochet just to give it a nice, even finish along our top edge. That's how you do ribbing. All right. Like I said, it takes a long time because you're going up 5, down 5, or however many stitches up you went. If you want a really tall ribbing, you could go as tall as you want. Hello, April. So you can go as tall as you want. You can keep it as short as you want. All right. Just remember, turn, do 1 chain, and then come back down, always in the back loop. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, I have 5 stitches, and then slip stitch into where we started our chain, slip stitch into that stitch, slip stitch into the next one. And there it goes. There's our cute little ribbing. Can you see it? It's got some little ridges where we've done our back loop stitch. And we just keep going all the way around. And we'll have a cute little cuff. All right. So what is Emma? Emma sent me something. Let's see. What's Emma sent me? Let's see. Where's Emma? Emma sent me. Oh, they're like a bucket hat. Oh my goodness. Look at That's cute. That is cute. Wow. Huh. Interesting. Crochet and craft with somebody. Let's see. Can I go to it? Let's see. Will it take me to a pattern? Visit. No, it won't take me to a pattern. It won't take me to it. Hang on. Let me try this. It's on her Google. No. It won't take me to the pattern. Crochet and craft with who? Free and trendy crochet mushroom. Share? No. Visit? No. It won't let me go to the pattern. Emma, it won't let me go to the pattern. That's cute though. That's very cute. Super, super cute. All right. So you know what? You know what I get to do now? I get to just chit chat. Yeah, I get to chit chat. And I'm gonna get this one sleeve done for sure. Okay, skip the 2 slip stitches and go back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then go right into the whole stitch for the last one. 5. Chain, turn, and come back down. I love it. See, this is why it takes so long. It's really, it's 10 stitches, 5 up and 5 down. So it doesn't go very fast, but it does make a nice look. So in a minute, when I get a little bit more done, I'll hold it up and I'll show you guys and we'll see what we think. See what we think about this color and all that. I think the color is great. I really do. I think the color is going to match perfectly. I mean, there's so many colors in this yarn. I just had to find one that complemented well. You know, I love this one. Now, this yarn, this Caron Simply Soft, is a little thinner than the yarn I was using, which is fine. I'm just doing cuffs and ribbing around the bottom. I am going to do some ribbing up the front as well. The ribbing up the front might not be very big. I don't think it needs to be very big. So we'll see how it goes when I get to my front panels, what I end up doing. It does make a great effect. It just takes some time. So it's something you just sit and you know it's going to take you a while and you just sit down and watch a TV show and just, just make ribbing. Yeah. I'm hopeful that I can get a sleeve done, at least a cuff during the live today, and maybe get started on the other one. That's my plan. After that, I'm not gonna keep you guys while I finish just doing ribbing around the rest of the sweater. I mean, once you know how to do the ribbing, you can do the ribbing. You decide what you want to do. Blah blah blah. You know what I mean? It's up to you. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to a new project because if you watched my 2025 video, I got plans. I got things I gotta get done. I do. So, what are you all up to? What's everybody doing today? What have you been doing since the new year sprung? I took my Christmas tree down. You knew that was happening. You knew the tree was coming down because those kitties would not leave it alone. So you knew it was coming down. That's the only thing I've done as far as Christmas goes, is take down my Christmas tree. The rest of the stuff, still up. They don't bother it. So I'm like, okay. I'm going to work on it, though, this weekend. I think I'm going to work on it this weekend. I haven't decided. Tomorrow is one of our meetups, our diamond painting get-together meetup things. And I don't know if I'm going. I don't know. Haven't really discussed it yet. Haven't talked about it. I don't know. I didn't go in December because I had a craft show. Oh no, missing materials. That's no fun. Never fun when you can't get your jobs completed because stuff's missing, right? I would have kept my tree up longer, but cats. So I don't know. Do I go tomorrow? Like I said, it's been a while since I've been to one of the meetups. Okay, I think I'm doing this wrong. I think I don't need to go back into the same stitch. It's kind of flaring and it shouldn't. Let me see something real quick. You might just go to the next one. Hang on. Chair yoga. Let's do some chair yoga. Let me see what she says when she gets back down to the bottom. Is she going to the same stitch or skip a stitch? Let's see. One moment, please.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. Now I know I'm back to the blanket, to the base row.
Mm-hmm.
So in that next stitch, I am going to slip stitch.
Yep.
Just like that. And I'm going to slip stitch into the next stitch.
I had two choices. Go into the same stitch or skip that stitch. And of course, we skip that stitch. We go into the next stitch. I thought it started to flare too much. Okay, so let's start this over. So sorry. I have misled you. I mean, your fearless leader misled you again. What can I say? See, when it started to flare, I'm like, no. Something's not right there. Something not right. Okay, so I'm back to where I was. Don't go into the same stitch when you get back to the bottom. Skip that one. Skip that one. And you go into the next one. And the next one. Which doesn't seem right to me, but let's see. If we skip the 2 slip stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go in here. Let's see. Trial and error, folks. Trial and error. He said I had a 50-50 shot of getting it right. Do you go into the same stitch at the bottom? Do you not go into the same stitch at the bottom? Let's see. Let us do a couple rows and see what we think. Oh, I missed half the yarn in that one. I only got half of the 3. Four. And 5. Okay. Don't go into that stitch. Go into the next one, which makes sense. It pulls it over more. And then the next one. Okay, turn. Skip those 2. And go into this one. Sorry, I'm not looking at comments right now because I'm trying to make sure I get this right. Oh no, Jennifer's been sick. That's no fun. That's no fun at all. Oh. No, Brenda, I hope I return. Smashing the specials. Yes, Sherry. Yes. Let's smash some specials. I got 3 things done. I'm telling you, I got 3 things done. Yep. Yeah, I'll search for it, Emma. I will hunt for it. See what I find. It's super cute, though. You know me, I love bucket hats. And a bucket hat that looks like a mushroom? Yeah. Okay, now I'm back down to the bottom. Let's slip stitch into the next stitch and the next stitch. Turn. Skip those 2 slip stitches. Yeah, this is working. This is right. This is how you do it. Yeah, that looks better. No flare here. No flaring out. Love it. No flaring. All right. No, Emma. Nope. Oh, no COVID. Good. Good. It's bad enough to have bronchitis. I had bronchitis one time and I was like, oh, I thought I was dying. Bronchitis is terrible. I actually threw a rib out of place. I coughed so much when I had bronchitis. It was bad, really bad. Man, it was not fun. Never want that again. We do a couple more rows here, and then I'll show you what we're up to here. I had something happen the other day. Hi, Sean. How is Sean doing? Yeah, I had something happen the other day. I was taking care of gift bags. The kids all like to leave their gift bags behind with me. And that's fine. I reuse them. So I was taking care of the gift bags. So I took them downstairs, and I had to move a box that had bows and tissue paper and stuff in it to put the gift bags underneath that box, right? So I'm pulling it off the shelf. Didn't think anything of it. Sitting on top of the larger box was a small box, just a small little box, like I would say shoebox size, but it wasn't rectangular, it was square. Had a sturdy lid on it. Well, it fell off the box I was moving. And that thing came down and hit me in the head. Hello, Chandra. Hit me right in the head, right in the forehead, right above my eye, like right in your brow bone, right above your eyebrow. It hit me right there. I thought I was dying. It hurt so bad. And I looked at this box that fell. It was probably like maybe 10 inches by 10 inches, maybe 9 inches by 9 inches. And I'm like, what in the world? It was a box, just a cardboard box. Why does that hurt so much? I was seeing stars. I was like almost crying. It hurt so bad. Put my hand on my head. I expected to like find blood or something going on. It hurt so bad. Well, I go upstairs and I look in the mirror and I'm like, is it bruised? Something must have happened. As bad as that hurt, there must be some remnant of what happened. Is it all swollen up? Do I have a great big goose egg on top of my head? It's slightly swollen, slightly. But you know what? It still hurts. Like I was putting on makeup this morning because I was going out to lunch. So I put on some makeup. Ooh. And I was rubbing on my forehead up there and I was like, ow, ow. It's been days, literally days since that thing hit me in the head. And it is still sore. I cannot touch my forehead or right above my eyebrow. I'm like, I think the corner of the box must have got me. Just boom. But man, craziest thing in the world. Just some freak little thing that happened. You would not think that a little cardboard box would hurt so bad. Oh no, Sherry. Well, if you need to floss your teeth, you're all set to go. Oh boy. Yeah, that is funny though. Sorry. But man, I don't know when my head's gonna not hurt anymore. I literally can't touch it without it going, ow, ow. Actually, if I like move my eyebrows up and down, I can tell that it hurts. It's so weird. So weird. I came up, when Dale got home and I was like, hey, look at my head. Is it bruised? And I told him what happened. And he's like, no, I don't see anything. I do see it is slightly, and I do mean it's slightly swollen there. You know how I can tell that it's a little swollen? Less wrinkles. Like, it kind of worked like Botox a little. Less wrinkle right there. Oh, goodness. Man. just trying to take care of some gift bags, you know? I get beat up by a cardboard box. I got to get busy though. If I do go to the diamond painting meetup tomorrow, that's an entire day of me not taking care of stuff and cleaning. That'd be a good reason to go, right? Postpone the organizing and the cleaning and, yeah. Maybe I should go. Put it off one more day. Go, 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 go. I don't know. There's always Sunday. Always Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I've got to get busy though. I got to get busy. The first thing that has to happen before I do any major cleaning and organizing is putting away all the Christmas stuff. Then, of course, I will get out my snowman. So I just switch out the Christmas for snowman. I don't have as much snowman stuff, so it won't be a huge endeavor, but gotta do that first. Get all the Christmas boxes all put away because they're really kind of all over in my basement. I took them out and run away. Yes. Oh no, Dawn. Oh no. It is a Hexi cardigan. I'm working on a sleeve. I'm putting ribbing on the sleeve. We've been working on this for, I don't know, several weeks now. It's really fun though. I would do another Hexi for sure. I like how customizable it's been to, make it the size you want. Try it on, add ribbing, add more rows, whatever you want to do to make it your own and fit the way you want it to. I really enjoyed it. And I've tried this sweater on multiple times now, and I like how it fits. I like the weight of it. It's not super heavy. I can see me wearing it a lot. I can see me wearing it quite a bit. So I want to get this ribbing done so I can wear it. I mean, I could wear it like it is, but it's kind of goofy, Definitely needs some finishing around the back. It was supposed to have that hood, No. But, yeah. Yeah. And, as you get older, the smallest little things, they just hurt worse. They just hurt worse. Oh, gee. Dale's going to want to go to the gym on Sunday. We haven't been in a while. We had the holidays. He was working at the paint job he was doing, and, we haven't gone. We need to go. We need to keep that up. I'm sure we'll do that on Sunday. We don't need to go to the store. We went to the grocery store. When did we go to the grocery store? Yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. I needed to go to the yarn store. I needed to pick up one hank of yarn. I'll tell you about that in a second. But after we did that, I was like, well, let's just go on over to Meijer. It's close by. We'll, go pick up the few things that we need. The few things that we need turned into a cart full, a literal cart full. I'm like, wow, how do we get so much stuff? Right? Can we just all stop falling or having stuff fall on us, April? Right? Oh my goodness. So we got a bunch of stuff. We won't need to go to the grocery store on Sunday. We could go to the gym. We could come home and I could get busy cleaning up Christmas stuff. That sounds like a plan. And then I could still go diamond paint tomorrow, right? I could still go diamond paint tomorrow. You know how much stuff I get done when I go to those meetups? I get a lot done. I mean, there's nothing else to do. There's no interruptions. There's no Dale. There's no cats. There's no dogs to put out. I just sit there and diamond paint. So I get a bunch of stuff done. I could get a bunch of specials done if I went tomorrow. I could take several pieces and I could just sit there and just work away. What do you think? I haven't even mentioned it to Dale yet. Okay, I keep turning the same direction, so I'm like all twisted here and there. I'm all twisted. Twisted sister. I think I'll go. That's what I think. Start ordering your groceries tomorrow from Walmart. You're gonna order. Do you order your groceries normally from Walmart? I've never ordered groceries. I'm not a order out kind of person, I guess. Okay, come on, go in the stitch. Ugh. It's a tight one. It would stink to get this all done and try it on and think, I wish it was longer. I wish it was shorter. I wish, No, we're not doing that. It is what it is. It's gonna be okay, whatever it is. If it's a little short, it's fine. If it's a little longer, that's fine. I think it'll be okay. All right. So 2025. We're what, 3 days in? Who's bought stuff? Who's bought any crafting stuff 3 days into the year? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Who? Any of you? I'm really trying not to. But I did buy one thing. I did. I bought this. I bought this. Oh, they deliver for you. Okay, cool. Yeah. I bought one skein of yarn. Now, I did get a yarn in the mail today, but that is a subscription, and technically, that was paid for in December. Yep, it was paid for in December. I'll tell you what, I was going to lunch today. I already said that. I was going to lunch with my friends from work. The one friend we haven't seen in over a year. The other one we don't see very often at all. But my best friend and I, we see each other more frequently. Not all that frequent, but more than the others. I'll just put it that way. I was heading out, and the mail had come. So, of course, I knew I had a package coming. Jennifer bought diamond paintings. Dawn got diamond paintings. Oh, Snowman Believe is so cute. I did that one. Get it, April. Get it. It is really cute. It's really cute. Yeah, the Valentine's cards. You know what? I have mine out. They're on the chair right over here. It's the next thing I'm going to work on. Yep, I'm going to work on the Valentine's cards tonight. I'm going to get started with those. But Snowman, the Believe, oh, he's so cute. He's cute. So anyhow, what was I saying about going out to lunch? Oh, so I stopped at the mailbox because I'd heard the mail truck go by. Stopped at the mailbox. I knew there was a package because I get that informed delivery, And I had a feeling it was one of the yarn subscriptions because you're welcome, April. You're welcome. It's so cute though. I need to find a frame for that one. I really want him framed. I should do that because I do all the snowman stuff. Now is the time for the snowman. He needs to be in a frame. I'm going to go find him. I'm going to find him downstairs, and we're going to find him a frame. Yes, we are. So I got my package out of the mailbox. And the first thing I saw on the package was all of this black, it looked like tire tracks. Tire tracks. Oh, thanks, Sean. Take it easy. Looked like tire tracks. But then as I started examining the package, it was like melted almost. I don't know what happened to the thing, but it was beat up. So, of course, my first concern is, there's yarn in that package. Oh my gosh, is my yarn okay? And I thought, well, it's usually in another bag inside the mailer. And then the yarn is usually in something else. Is Sherry leaving too? Sherry leave? Or Sean? Sherry, Sean left. So my thought was, it'll be okay. It's in a bag, and then the yarn is usually in a burlap bag, right? I was like, whew, it was fine. It was fine. But man, I'll have a picture of the package. The package literally looks like it melted, like almost like, I don't know what happened to it. I don't even know. It was in rough shape though. But so yeah, I didn't buy it. I did not buy it. Nope, Sherry's still here. Sean's leaving. Okay. I didn't buy it this year. I did not. The other subscription I get, that's coming too. And I didn't buy that one this year either. I have bought this right here. This. That's what I bought. And that wasn't very much. It really wasn't very much. It should be plenty to do all of my ribbing. But yeah, that was just a fun little day. I got to go to Joann's and I went to Michael's. Oh my goodness. Do you guys have a Michael's? Who's got a Michael's? There are a couple of Michael's around here. One's closer than the other. So that's one I usually go to. It's easier to get to as well. Less traffic, all that stuff to get to this one. But when I went in there and I got back to the yarn section, I was like, what happened? Doesn't this store sell yarn? There was so little yarn there. Did I take a picture? I might have taken a picture. Maybe I took a short little video even. You got to be careful when you're in these stores because they all have music playing. And music playing, if it shows up in your video, no, it's not good. Oh, here, I'll show you. It is a video, but I'm not going to play the video. But look at these shows. They were like empty, pretty much. Look at them. I couldn't believe it. Sherry, I have not ordered Bad Sheep yarn yet. I'll tell you why. I will tell you why. Because, well, first of all, they're starting a new Crochet-A-Long, which I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to use some of the yarn that I have. It takes 6 different colors, 6 different skeins, different colors. I'm going to try, and I have to go downstairs and I have to look through my stuff. See what I have that goes together and what other things I'd need to order to make this pattern. It's a poncho. It's a very interesting poncho. I saw it last night on the live. It's very interesting, but I'd like to make it. So I'm kind of waiting until I figure out what yarns I would like to go with whatever I have. But they're also having new yarn come out, and I thought it was on the 10th, and it's not on the 10th. It's not until the 17th, and it's a yarn. It's called Zanzibar, and Zanzibar has all the colors in it, and it will go with pretty much everything, and it is so fun. I want Zanzibar, and I'm wondering if I can make Zanzibar work with this poncho with some of the yarns that I already have, but I can't order it until the 17th. The event doesn't start until the end of the month, but I am holding out for some Zanzibar so I can do this project with them. Oh, you bought it. April got it. Yeah, you'll love it. It's so fun. You'll love it. I'm going to frame mine. That's going to be something I'm going to try to do here in the next week or so. See if I can get a frame for mine. It's so cute. I'm back around. Now what? Now what? I got a little gap here. I think you have to sew this together now. I'm going to have to go get a needle and sew it together. Okay. Hang on. I got to come back down though. I got to come back down. Come back down. Come back down. Okay. Let's come back down there. And then I'll be able to put one more stitch down at the bottom here. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then slip stitch right here is what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave a little tail to sew this up. There. What do you think? Hang on. I'm going to go get my needle so I can do this. Hang on. Oh, the January. Okay, I got a plan for that, Sherry. Remind me when I get back. Hang on. Let me get my needle. So Bad Sheep is going to do birthstones all year long. So they're going to do one every month, right? I think I want to get one mini every month. And so at the end of the year, I would have all 12 and use them in some project. I think that would be fun to collect the minis. Collect them in mini, and then do a project. Now, with that being said, I'm working on a scarf wrap type situation with the Emma yarn, which I'm loving, absolutely loving it. I'm almost halfway. I'm getting ready to start on the 12th color, so I'm almost halfway. And it's going very fast. It's really going very fast. I can do a round super fast. So I'll be finished with that soon. It's not going to take me too much longer. I'm also working on the Advent. The garnet is so pretty, isn't it? I'm working on the Advent from Bad Sheep Yarn. I have that started. I'm on my 5th contrast color, and that one has the main color in between all the contrast colors. So it's looking really good. It is looking good. So I'm making good progress on that. Making great progress on the Emma's yarn one. So see, I'm using up that Advent yarn, you guys. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm kicking it, kicking butt here in 25. I'm doing great. All right, let's see what we think. We got this sewn up. Let's go in behind. Weave in this tail. Yeah, and I found out people were asking in the live last night. They were asking what color she was going to do, which birthstone she was going to do for June. As you know, June is my birthday. So there's several options for June. One of them is pearl. And I do have pearl earrings. I wear my pearl earrings all the time. They were a gift from my sweetheart. But Alexandrite is a very pretty. Sometimes it looks more pink. Sometimes it looks more purpley. I call it like a lilac-y color. It's a pale purple. That's what I would call it. That's going to be the June. And I'm super excited that it's going to be the purple. There. What do you think? It's so cute. It's so cute. Okay, I'm going to do something before I even go on, because that's one cuff. All right. If I hate it, after I've done one cuff, I can adjust. But let's see what we think. Hang on. Gotta stand up. Gotta try it on. Gotta see where the sleeve comes. Ugh. Come on. Come on, sweater. Okay. What do we think? Oh, man. Guys, I love this sweater. I love it. Ta-da! Look at that. I think it's perfect. I think it's just perfect. Now, my daughter has been very interested in this sweater and how it's going. And she asked me yesterday if I had blocked it yet. And I was like, no, I haven't blocked it yet. Why? She would like to make one. Okay, so Jackson has to have his blood drawn, like, I don't even know, so much. And he has a hard time with it. Like, the last time he had to have his blood drawn, they tried 3 times. 3 times. And they couldn't get blood. So they're working on a way to make it easier for him to do his blood draws. They have some like hand warmer packs to warm up his arm to make the blood draw easier. And so Shannon is looking for making him she's calling it a blood draw sweater. And she wants to try to make it like one of these Hexi cardigans and possibly like sew a pocket in it on the arm to put the heat pad, the pocket thing in there, you know what I mean? I don't know. And then it would be easy access to yeah, I knew what you're talking about, April. Easy access for them to then go do the blood draw. He wouldn't have to like completely undress every time if he had on like this sweater, you know, just thinking outside of the box to make things easier. So she was wondering if I blocked mine and how it turned out when I blocked it. She said she'd started it and hers was a little weird, she thought, in the armpits. And I'm like, well, block it and see what you get, you know? I don't know what yarn she was using for it or anything, but they've looked at mine and they both love mine. And I love it. It's so pretty. All right, there's one sleeve done. Look at that. One sleeve done. All right, moving on. And I like it. It works just fine. And, you know, I was worried about the textures of the 2 yarns since they're different. They're both acrylic, but this jewel spun is kind of a little fuzzy. It's kind of got a little softness to it. And I find that this Simply Soft works great with it. I like it. I like it. Oh, yeah. This boy drinks so much water. Hello, CNY, woman knits and crochets. I take it you knit and crochet. I crochet. No knitting for me, but good for you. Oh, good for you. Yeah, he drinks tons of water. I had him yesterday for 3 hours. Because, you know, she's got to go back. Shannon's working, but Devin has to go back to school on Monday. And she tried to get a whole bunch of appointments in on Thursday. So that's what she did. And I had him in the morning, and the other grandma was going to have him in the afternoon. So I had him for like 3 hours. And you always have to make sure he is drinking water. He drinks so much water. And he has to, you know, that kidney thing, he has to drink tons and tons of water. But it's a battle sometimes. It really is. Remember, I'm starting with a round of single crochets all the way around just to give it a nice edge to work with here. So much water. So much water the kid has to drink. And I would be terrible because, I don't drink water. I don't like water. I don't drink it. I'm like, ugh. I mean, there's plenty of water in Diet Pepsi, right? Plenty of water. Yeah. Oh, goodness. That's my take on it. I'm probably completely wrong, but I'm going to cut these off. I just crocheted over them, so I'm just going to cut them off. All right. And let's keep going. One round all the way around. Round and round we go. Round and round we go. A gallon of water a day. Yeah, I can't with the water. I can't. I don't know. And I've tried everything. I've tried ice cold water. I've tried flavoring my water. I've tried everything. I just don't like it. It was funny today when we went to lunch. My best friend and I, we both got pasta. We went to Olive Garden. Come on. So we got pasta. I just got spaghetti, and she got chicken Alfredo. And our other two friends both got salmon with broccoli. I'm like, really? Salmon with broccoli? You that know, salmon, ugh, broccoli, double, ugh. I'm like, oh, no. Ugh. At least it didn't smell too much, Didn't smell too fishy or anything. Otherwise, ooh, no. But they enjoyed it. That's all that matters. They enjoyed it. I'm just like, who goes to Olive Garden and gets fish? I don't know. They did. Yeah, here. Have a swig. It's not water. Not water. It's not water. All right. There's my round of single crochets. All right. CNY, what do you like the most? What do you crochet more? Knit more? What do you do? Tell us. I almost got the chicken Alfredo, but I just opted for just spaghetti. Just regular spaghetti. Yep. Okay, here we go. Let's go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then I can skip the first one and come back down and make 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's my first up and down, up and down. Okay, now go to our next stitch and slip stitch. Go to the next one. Lost half of my loops. It's split. And go to the next one and slip stitch. There we go. Turn. Here we go. Up we go. Skip those first 2 slip stitches. And single crochet in the back loop of your 5 stitches. Well, I don't do the back loop on the last one. I do back loop on 4, and then the last one I just go through both the loops. Just makes it a little nicer, cleaner edge at the top. Got it? Hey, there are 19 people here, you guys. You're all hanging out with me today. That's a good turnout today. Thanks for being here. We got new people here. Yay. I crocheted last night. I crocheted this morning. I'm crocheting now. I'm not going to be able to crochet much more because, it's bothering my elbow. So I'll have to rest after this. I won't be able to work on the sweater after this, but by next week, I hope to have it done. I would like to show it to you guys finished next week. We got to talk about next week's project. Blankets for donation. Nice. Very nice. Crocheted your first cardigan. Awesome. How'd it turn out? You love the chicken Alfredo too? Yeah. Yeah. I like their chicken Alfredo too. I don't go there very often, but I do like chicken Alfredo. I just felt like spaghetti today, And I only had one breadstick. One. Can you believe it? One breadstick. I held myself to one. And I had soup. That's unusual for me. I don't usually get soup anywhere, but you get soup or salad, with your meal. So I opted for soup. Whatever one it was, it had the little doughy dumplings in it. It was good though. It was good. I liked it. So that's probably why I didn't need any more breadsticks. I had soup. I had spaghetti. I certainly did not eat all the spaghetti. And it was just their lunch, like their lunch portion. It turned out okay. You say that like it was okay. Like not, oh, I loved it. Oh. But I wasn't eating all that. My left, April, my left elbow is the one that hurts, which is my non-dominant hand. So it's this one that holds my work that hurts. And it hurts like right up to the elbow and around the elbow. It's like all of those tendons and stuff in there. And it took me a long time to figure out what was making my elbow hurt. And it's really weird because it's just, okay, I don't know if you can tell, but when I crochet, watch this hand. It just does this. That's all it does the whole time, right? So watch. It just goes back and forth. Rotates back and forth. As I move my work, it just goes back and forth. It's little, tiny motions, but it's the same motion over and over. Right? So that's why it hurts right here. That's why your broke elbow started hurting. Yeah. I would have thought it would have been my right hand that I do all the work with, but I think the right hand gets a lot of different movement. And so it's not as repetitive as what my left hand does, just moving my work back and forth. It took me a long time to figure it out, April. I was like, why is my arm hurting right there? So I don't know if you can see it very well, but it's just little movements. See, I move my hand this way, move my stitches closer, and I move it back. Move it up, move it back, right? Move it up and move it back. I thought if I held my work differently, would it do it? If I held the yarn in my hand differently, would it still do it? I tried holding the yarn different. I can't do it. I can't hold it any other way. It just won't happen. Right? Yeah. And the way you hold it, you're holding it up here. And then you're just back and forth all the time, back and forth. And when you do that, you can feel it all the way up your arm, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Little bitty movements. It sucks. It really does. Because it limits how much I can crochet, I can't crochet as much as I would like to. And I have to take breaks, even if it's just like right now. I've taken a few breaks because I've put it down. I've sewn my seam together. I've done some different things today. But to just sit and steadily, you take ibuprofen. I started taking Aleve. I tried some Aleve. Mm-hmm. You have compression gloves. I tried a compression sleeve thing that went over the elbow, and it hurt. It hurt more when I crocheted if I was trying to wear that. So I just returned that to Meijer the other day. One of the things we had to go to Meijer for, to return that. Just returned it because it wasn't working. I might try just Jennifer, you said a glove. Is it a long glove? Does it come all the way up your arm? Is it short? What do you got? What you got? Let me know what you're working with there. So I think the cats are in trouble. Somebody's getting underneath the couch. Exactly, April, the things we do. And that's why I've gotten to where, I'm not crocheting as much as I was when I was doing all the stuff for like markets and whatnot. But I try to just keep it to some crochet in the morning, diamond paint in the evening, totally different things. But I feel also that the other thing that really makes the elbow hurt worse or the arm is that it's always bent like this. It's always bent like this, you know? So, found a long one and a short one on Amazon. Yeah, I don't want it to squeeze too much. Yeah, it's not comfortable if it's too tight. Maybe that was all that was really wrong with the elbow sleeve thing. So it was tight. I don't know. But it just pinched and it hurt. I didn't like it. I might try just a glove more, because this was very, heavy duty type stuff. Velcro and all that. Yeah, I Velcroed it on, and very industrial, like, you know what I mean? Very medical. I didn't like it. Yesterday, one size fits all doesn't work, right? Yesterday, I went out I was in the living room out there, and I was behind the couch, and I looked down on the floor behind the couch, like a wood floor behind the couch. And I looked down and I was like, what in the world? It's a needle. Like one of my needles was on the floor. And I was like, oh yeah, I remember. A week or so ago, I lost one of my needles. I couldn't find one of them. I was like, it must have fallen into the couch and then finally fell out of the couch. So there it was on the floor. And I was like, well, glad nobody sat on it or got stabbed with it. The cats may have found it for all I know. Maybe it went all the way through and they found it in the bottom of the couch because they're always underneath our couch. So they're tearing up parts of the lining or whatever underneath the couch. I think that's what Dale was just hollering at him about. Kittens, I'm telling you. Talked a lot about the kittens today. One of my friends absolutely fell in love with Smokey when I showed pictures. She used to have a big old kitty named Woofy. Woofy was a big old boy like Smokey is. Big old fluffy, hairy Maine Cooney cat. And she agreed. She looked at him and she goes, well, he's got Maine Coon in him. And I said, well, I think so. I don't know where he got it from because look at his brother and his sister. They don't look anything like him. But she agreed that she thinks he's definitely got Maine Coon in him somewhere. I'm like, yeah. Big old fluffy boy that he is. He's a big old boy. And of course, the one that wants to be held. Wants to be picked up and held all the time. I'm like, Honey, I love you and you're beautiful. I cannot hold you that long. Sometimes, and he's very adamant about it too. He's very nice about it, but he is very determined that you're going to pick him up. He will walk up to you and stand in front of you, and he will just be like this on your leg until you pick him up. You walk away, he'll follow you. He'll come find you, and he'll pat on your leg again. He wants to be picked up. So I'll pick him up and I'll hold him sometimes. Sometimes I just walk in and I just give him to Dale. I'm like, here, Dale, it's your turn. It is your turn. I can't hold him anymore. He's too heavy. He's crazy. But he's a sweet boy. That's for sure. So anybody have any big plans for 2025? Things you want to do? Things you want to accomplish? Things you don't want to do? Any big plans? What you got? You already heard mine. You already know what my plans are as far as, diamond painting and crocheting and talking with my friends today. I'm like, I have too much stuff. Some of it's got to go. It's got to go. So that is one of my plans. Have less stuff. My one friend, she got remarried back in the summer. Oh, a fence and a garden. Well, that is perfect. Well, welcome back, Brenda. Glad you made it back. Your sister didn't talk your ear off? She got remarried, and her new husband were having a house built. They both had houses. You know how it is. You get married later in life. I got my house. You got your house. We got this. We got all, And now we're coming together, and we need to, not buying yarn. There you go. 2 bookshelves and 13 totes. Oh, yay. Yay, 13 totes. I don't have quite that many, but it could get there quickly and easily. I need to use what I have. Not saying I'm not going to buy any more yarn. Not saying I'm not ever buying more, but I'm trying to use more of what I have and not accumulate so much more, There's always going to be things you got to have. But like I couldn't have finished this project without getting that skein of yarn right there. So I had to get that. Dale was just like, well, just pick something that's in the basement. I'm like, I don't have anything that'll go with this. I honestly don't. Don't have anything that will work. So, yeah, but to dwindle it a little bit, at least. Dwindle a little bit. I might go through and like destash. Yeah, destash. Come up with some yarns I don't need anymore or don't want anymore. Maybe I'll give them away. Maybe I'll give them to you guys. Maybe we'll do some giveaways once in a while here on the lives. We'll give away some yarn. Don't expect it to happen next week. It's not going to happen next week, but give me some time to get downstairs, really get into stuff, really start organizing, really going through things hardcore. And then maybe we can do that. I've often thought about doing that. Little giveaways, I do have 1 pound of love downstairs right now. Needs a home. 1 pound of love, but that doesn't seem like much to give away. 1 pound of love. I don't want it. Anyhow, my friend, because they're building a home, he's already sold his home and moved into hers while they build their together home. So she said she has purged because they were getting ready to move early spring. They're getting ready to move to their new home. So she has gone through her house and purged and purged and purged things that she didn't need, just planning for moving, which moving is always a great time to get rid of stuff, isn't it? I mean, I don't want to move again, but it is a great time to go through your stuff, everything, and decide what you need, what you don't need, what you can get rid of, what you can live without, right? Yeah. Brenda wants to downsize. What you don't want, don't use. Exactly. And get more careful about what we purchase. Exactly. Oh, yay, Brenda. Save for next year's retreat. Yeah. Don't pull from the center. You'll regret the vomit you get. Well, I'm not pulling from anything. I'm not even going to use that pound of love. Hello, Gina's Crafts. How are you? Welcome to our little Friday afternoon get together. This is what we do. What do you do, Gina? What kinds of crafts? Okay, I'm not in that stitch properly. There we go. In Chatland. I'm like, Chatland, yes. The people in Chatland. They're nice people too, Gina. If you hang out with us on Fridays, they're all very nice people. Some of my good friends here, nice, friendly, helpful. They're great people. Okay, we got to talk snowmen here in a second. I was hoping to finish this one as well. I got time. Let me cruise along here. I don't have that much to go. Let me cruise along with this ribbing and get this sleeve done. And then we can talk snowmen. So we talked about the one snowman that's with the plushy yarn. We can make a plushy snowman. I don't like plushy yarn, but I was looking at Michael's for, there's a skinny plush. It's a 4-weight. And I have a bunch of it. It's just not in white, like pure white for a snowman. It's speckled and, didn't seem appropriate for a snowman. So I was looking for it when I was at Michael's in white. And did they have any in white? No, of course not. At least not that Michael's. I already showed you. They have hardly any yarn there. They're really low. So I couldn't find any of the skinnier 4-weight plush. Could do it in worsted weight. Could always do it in worsted weight. What's with the snowman? No philosophy, April. It just, after Christmas, it always seemed just so drab in the house after you take down all the Christmas stuff. And I love snowmen. I just adore snowmen. And I started collecting snowmen things. And so I just decided I had so many, I would just put them up after Christmas. That's all. And I love snowmen. I love them. So that's the deal with that. Now, there's another snowman that I've been looking at, which you can make with either, it's 2 or 3 strands of like a worsted weight yarn. It's an MJ's Off the Hook snowman. It's a rustic snowman. And I'll show you some pictures here in a second. And we'll discuss, is anybody going to make a snowman with me? First of all, let's answer that question. Because if I'm the only one making a snowman, then I'm just going to decide. But if you guys, if anybody else out there is going to make a snowman with me, then we'll chat about it a little more. Right? So, did Gina tell us what kind of crafts she makes? I didn't see it. Gina, what do you do? What crafts? People, we all need to know. We need to know. So we got the plushy type snowman. We got the rustic snowman. Plush yarn, regular yarn. We got options. We got choices. But I just thought, as much as I love snowmen, I've never made a snowman, and they can't be that hard to make. A snowman cannot be that difficult to crochet. So I thought we should try one. Not my thing. Well, that's why I'm saying the rustic snowman. I'll show you a picture too in a minute, Jennifer. The rustic snowman is really different than a plushy snowman. I plan on using my Woolies Thick and Quick. If I try that one, I'm going to try it with Woolies Thick and Quick. Now, MJ, like I said, she uses like 2 strands of worsted weight. And I think if you use this bulky Woolies Thick and Quick, that would certainly be at least 2 strands of worsted weight. So you could get away with just the 1 strand of bulky. And the Thick and Quick is like it might be a 6. It might be 6 weight. It's either 5 or 6. I'm not certain. I don't have any with me right now to even look. I could look it up online, I suppose, but it's either a 5 or a 6. And plush is usually 6. So we're talking 2 different things here. The cute little plushy snowman or a more rustic farmhouse snowman. In reality, I would like to try both, but do I have time? Yeah. 2 4s should be a 5. Would 2 4s be a 6? I don't know. Okay, are we back? Are we to sewing together point? Yep, we're to sewing together. Okay, so look, I'm going to get both sleeves done. And then, like I said, I'm not going to show you, we're not going to get together next week just to do the ribbing around the bottom and whatever I decide to do up the sides. We don't all need to hang out to do that. I'll show it to you when it's done for sure, but we don't need to hang out together to do that. All right, let's sew this puppy up here. It got a nice, neat little seam here. And then we'll talk snowman. I'll pull up some pictures and we'll talk snowman. You'll be surprised how many snowman projects I pulled out for diamond painting for Smashing the Specials, you guys. I had to limit myself. I kept going, I don't need another snowman. How many snowman projects did I pull out? How many canvases did I iron? I'm like, I don't need any more snowmen. No, I got enough snowman projects. But, I love them. They have a place in my heart. I don't know. Okay. The other thing I've always wanted to crochet, and you'll be surprised I never have, is a gnome. I want to crochet a gnome someday. I got multiple patterns sitting around of gnomes. I want to crochet a gnome one day. And I haven't done it. Okay. I got 2 cuffs done, folks. 2 cuffs. Look at that. Cuff number 1. And where's the other one? It's balled up in my lap here somewhere. I can cut some yarn here. Hang on. Can I cut this one? Can I cut this one? I think I can cut both of these. Yeah, I think I crocheted over both of these. We're good. Hang on. Just to be sure, I'm going to run this one through one more time. I have not. I have never crocheted a gnome. I know. It's like hard to believe, isn't it? But I've never crocheted a gnome. I want to in the worst way. I really do. I should make time for that, shouldn't I? Find some time in my life to crochet a gnome. There's a ton of cute patterns. A ton of cute patterns. So, okay. Cuffs. are done. Now, I'm going to sew that one in just a little bit more. And then we got just a couple minutes. We'll talk about snowmen. So the one that I posted in my my 2025 plans was the plushie. He's super cute. Super, super adorable. Okay, there we go. Cuffs are done. I don't have to go back to those. They are done. Ends are sewn in. We're done. Voila! 2 cuffs. Okay, there we go. All right. So the plush snowman. You've already seen him. Did I keep the picture? Did I delete the picture? Hope I didn't delete the picture, but I may have. I did. I deleted the picture. I put the video together and I deleted the picture. Of course. Of course, that's something I would do, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, let's go to Pinterest. Let's go to look at that. I want to make everything on that page. I want to make the heart dishes. I want to make that. I want to make loaf kits. I want to make all that. Is this my page? No, it's not my stuff. No, it's not. Oh, look what I found. Look what I found. Hang on. Look at the mushroom bag. Look at that. So cute. You're going to see mushrooms. Okay. It's in Christmas crochet. I don't know why it's there. Okay. So here's the little plushie guy. All right. And I still think, I know the loaf kits are so cute. They're so cute. Let's see. Got comments up here. If you did different gnomes on variety of squares. No, I tried that once, Brenda. That was before you started hanging out with me. I tried that. Jennifer did it. Jennifer, you should post your picture of your gnome blanket. I did 2 of those. They were Grafgans. I did 2. And then I got tired of them. I didn't want to do anymore. I did not want to make anymore. Oh, goodness. So there's this guy. And like I said, I would like to do him in not the big, thick plush yarn, but the thinner plushy yarn. So there's him. I don't have MJ's pinned, but she's easy to find. MJ's rustic snowman. Let's see if this works. Here it is. No, that's not a good picture. That's not what I want. Okay, here's the rustic snowman. All right, so there's him and there's the plushie. Him or the plushie. That blanket, like I said, I did January and I did February and I was done with it. I was so done with it. Yeah, done. Anyhow, I know. I'd rather make other squares though, Jennifer, not those. That Grafgan stuff. Oh, no. Too many colors, too much. They got all tangled together. It was not fun. All right, so you don't have to make a gray hat. You don't have to use brown twine. You could put a ribbon around its neck and make it more cutesy. You could put a pink hat on it. I mean, you can do whatever you want. You could actually put safety eyes in there if you wanted to and actually give him a face if you wanted. You know? So there's the rustic snowman. And there's the other guy. I don't know. I don't know which one. I'm going to take a picture of this and save it in my pictures. What do you think, folks? What do you think? Rustic with some thick. They're all going to be thick yarn. Just one's thicker than the other. Yeah, you can post it in our group. Post it in our group and people can see it. Or Mr. Plushy. And okay, or I mean, there's also, there's like this. He's just made with worsted weight yarn, I think. Right? He's just worsted. Let's see. You like the rustic? Getting it to not look like a snake. Well, a snake scarf's not bad. Snowman amigurumi. Sometimes these things don't come up on Pinterest. They just don't take you to what they're supposed to be. Free snowman crochet pattern. Let's see. You can purchase the ad free or, okay, so it's made with creme cotton yarn by Loops and Threads. I have no idea what creme cotton is. Have you ever heard of that? Huh. Creme. No idea. Never heard of it. It's cotton, though. Okay, it looks like this. I've never heard of it. I wonder what weight it is. I know. I don't like doing 2 strands either. That's why I thought the Woolies Thick and Quick would work well. And you can just use 1 strand for that and use as small a hook as you can to make everything tight because you want stitches tight for that. Yeah, 5 weight, exactly. Well, all of his directions are here. I do have a pattern for him. He's cute. So do we want a snowman like this with a scarf and a face and he's like that? Or the rustic guy? I'm almost thinking I want to try the rustic one, but then cutesify it a little bit. You could still put eyes on him. You don't have to put sticks in him for arms if you don't want to. You could put a pretty little ribbon around the neck, make it cute with a ribbon. Ow, I just touched my forehead. Oh, don't touch my forehead. A pretty little hat, a little pink hat, a red hat, a purple hat, whatever you want. And try it with the worsted, what am I trying to say? Yeah, try it with the Woolies Thick and Quick. I have that. It's not true white. It's kind of a cream, though. Rustic Farmhouse Snowman, right here on her first page. She puts a little baggie in his butt. She puts a baggie of, I think she used rice or beans or something, but I've also seen people use sand, like a baggie of sand to weight them so they stand. It's weighted and stuffed. Whimsical, blah, blah, blah. Let's make the rustic one. And I'm going to unrustify it a little. I'm going to unrustify it a bit. So see, she used this wool of the Andes, Peruvian wool. And Brava tweed for the hat. Let's try it with the Woolies Thick and Quick and see what happens. We're going to give it a go. Okay. Rustic snowman it is. All right. Here's Jennifer's blanket, you guys. You ready for this? This is amazing. I love this. That's her blanket. Isn't that cool? It is so cool. Like I said, I did the first 2. I have yarn for the 3rd one. I was getting ready to start the 3rd one, but I have the January one and the February one done. Now, Jennifer did hers as corner to corner. Each of those are a corner to corner. I did mine as, are they double crochets? I did mine as double crochets across instead of she did hers corner to corner. Either way, it doesn't matter. You can do them either way. But it's the changing of the yarns. It's the changing of the yarns. There's so many colors. So like every time you change color, you need to have another ball attached. It's crazy. And so they get all tangled. You make little things called, what are they called, Jennifer? When you make the little spindles. A spindle? That's not right. Anyhow, I would wind up yarn on clothespins. And it was just, or you have to have separate little balls. It's just crazy. And they get so tangled and such a mess. Yeah. But bobbins, thank you. That's the word, bobbins. You make these little bobbins of yarn. And I put mine on clothespins, and I tried clothespinning them to a basket so that then I could easily like untangle them when you flip your piece around. And it's just, it's crazy. But isn't that beautiful though? I mean, kudos to you for doing the whole thing and finishing it. Sorry, I'm getting weird glare here. But it turned out really good. Super cute. You used cardboard squares. I know. Yeah, it's crazy. All right, well, rustic snowman it is. Next week, we're going to try the rustic snowman. And like I said, I'm going to cutesify mine. I'm going to make it not quite so rustic, if you know what I mean. Not quite so rustic. We're gonna make it a girl. We're going to make it either pink or purple or something. No twine. We're going to use ribbon. One and done. Won't do that again. Nope. I know when people are talking about some of the people that were saying things that were going to be hot in 2025, somebody was talking about Grafgans or mosaics. And I'm like, I don't want to do either one of those. I don't want to do anything with a graph. I don't want to do any mosaic. I don't want to do those. They're just too many color changes, too hard to control the yarns. I don't want to do them. They're beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful, but I don't have the patience for that. I don't want to do it. All right. I'll see you next week with some woolies thick and quick. And let's make us a snowman because, you know, do you want to build a snowman? I do. All right. I'll see you guys next week. Hopefully I can find some time to work on the rest of the ribbing around the bottom and the sides. Yeah. All right. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for hanging out. Come back next week. This was fun. I had a lot of people here. I appreciate it. See ya. Bye.